I was still in an induced coma in a hospital when the world was defining me as this brave, courageous young activist. But I was still 15 years old and I did not know.
I was in a coma when so much was happening about my life and my story was spreading around the world. To be honest, like in my heart, I thought this is all temporary. Like this is all temporary for now because we are going to go back to Pakistan as soon as possible. I got public exposure at a very young age. The world came to know my name when I was only 15 years old and I was still in a coma in a hospital. And I had a whole life ahead of me to figure out who I am as a person. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to feel loved. I was like, what does this new life mean? Do I take on this new journey in a new place? And how do I recover from the trauma that I have faced? I knew that the only way I can actually have some hope in life is by dedicating my life to girls' education.
100%. I mean, the first thing I want to tell people is my age. I'm 28 because I still see like kids on social media commenting that they thought I was a figure from the 18th century or that I'm like dead.
And at the same time, I was also so nervous in starting a conversation, and I actually missed my old life. I just wanted to be the girl I was in Pakistan, mischievous, exploring new things, adventurous, chatting with friends all the time and like copying or like mimicking people's accents and talking about gossip and all of those things. And I just thought maybe that part of my life is gone.
And just it was this gap of having a normal conversation that I couldn't get, because like in Pakistan, of course I was a normal girl. I was mischievous sometimes. I had a lot of friends. I loved to talk about anything. And what I wanted was that you can be an activist, but you could also be yourself. And then I also meet people who are shocked that I'm not 15 years old anymore and I'm married. And I'm like, yeah, guys, like I am 28.
If you win a Nobel Peace Prize before you even enter college, what does that even mean? Am I supposed to live this life that everybody expects me to? And I don't even know what that is. You sort of internalize it. I was defined as brave and courageous. And the moments when I felt anxiety, when I felt that I could not live up to these definitions, I felt like I was an imposter.
So, I have been in this public eye for a very long time. And in college years, I grew as a person. I have talked about my friendships, love, mental health, and many other topics. You might inherit an identity and feel obliged to carry it, even as it crushes you. You may be certain of your path and have every step planned out. It's hard to imagine your allegiances, ambitions, and desires will ever change.
It is really hard to process this day because somehow this day is about the gunman who attacked me. And that's why I want this day to go as fast as it can, because I just do not want to think about how a person, a gunman, could decide to target a 15-year-old girl.
Then I would reply myself that, Malala, just take a shoe and hit him. But then I said, if you hit a talib with your shoe, then there would be no difference between you and that talib. You must not treat others that much with cruelty and that much harshly. You must fight others, but through peace.
This is a tough question to address, because I usually would say that, I wish I was in the old life. I wish, I could have continued my life in Pakistan. But when I think about how things took a turn, and now that I'm able to lead a movement for girls' education.
Thank you.
Beyond the symbol, beyond a role you play, but what it means to have feelings and relationships in our lives.
Yeah, no, this is me reintroducing myself. And the most important thing is being true to yourself.